We are looking at the one outstanding race in our area, and everybody's waiting to see what happens in the Senate, the race between Danny Diggs, Monty Mason. Diggs up around 1,000 votes right now. But a big story, while this is a big story right now in our region, is the leadership that this election made. I think early in the broadcast we showed State Senator Louise Lucas claiming victory and saying she's going to be the first African-American Senate Finance Chair. What does that mean?
It's big. I mean, she will be in charge of the Finance Committee, which is all the money, taxes and appropriations in the Senate. And she's a fighter, as we know from all her commercials, and she's going to want to get what she wants. She's been waiting a long time for this opportunity, a long time.
And now on the House side...
Well, keeping in mind Mamie Locke, too,
right,
from Hampton,
yes,
who's also in the Senate. She could be the majority leader. So we've got two major positions from Hampton Roads in those two jobs, and then on the House.
Delegate Don Scott.
This is a great story.
Right.
This is a great story about a guy that was in federal prison for 7.5 years, came out. Remember, he gave his kidney to his next door neighbor.
That's right.
Johnny Morrison, the judge, right, gets elected to a second term in the House from Portsmouth after he gotten his law degree and everything. And then they come to him in the House and say, we want a new minority leader, right? Mm-hmm. And guess what? He says, I'll do it. And guess what? Now, one term later, he is in position to become, I assume, the first black Speaker of the House in Virginia.
That's what he's saying.
Okay? So these are all Hampton Roads people. Now, we had the
two from Portsmouth,
okay?
Which is, to anybody that knows, they hear Portsmouth and knows how the local government operates, are probably like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
But you know, Don Scott and Louise Lucas are both very aggressive politicians, and they're very smart. They know how to play the game, so to speak, in Richmond, and now they've risen to the top of the ladder. Remember, we had in Virginia Beach, we had who was appropriations chair,
Barry Knight. He'll still be there, but
he was appropriation. We lose that, but we pick up on these other ones. So it's really interesting. The leadership.
And we could go on, but we got to get on to our weather and traffic update. But we'll have more analysis over on Fox 43 in the next half hour. Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
A lot to talk about.